this is a 2-stage matte box. That means that you could have 2 filters placed into the matte box. This has ND filters, so you're probably not gonna pop ND filters in here. But what you can do, you could do a soft focus filter, and then like a special effects filter, like a 6-point star filter, or a black pearl mist filter. And the way that you disengage that stage is there's a red knob. So you have to go lefty-loosey to pull it out. Once you pop it back in, righty-tighty, and once you go righty-tighty with it on this red knob right there, it actually won't let me pull it out. That's a good thing, because you don't want that filter to pop out, all right? So as a quick recap, we set the camera cart here right by the wall. We have the tripod head right below the below the tripod head mount, so it makes lifting and all that stuff easier. We have the camera right next to this build, and we have the latches facing in this direction, so we could go boop, boop, boop in this order. Yeah? Lenses will live on the top of the cart, and then the rest of the cases will live wherever it makes sense to you. It's a good idea to have the filters next to the camera lens case. That way you know where they're going to be. Put the filter on, and etc. All right, so far so good. So we got that build out. Matte box is built, so we're going to put the matte box away. One thing I like to do is if I have anything in this case that I'm using, I leave one latch open, so immediately I could see it and be like, okay, this is not ready to go back to the cage or to the camera truck if we had one, because it has a latch open. Let's take a look, let's see what's inside. So then I'm gonna see, oh look, the matte box is being used. If both latches were closed, I might say, oh, it's good to go. You don't wanna leave the latches open, because then what could happen, obviously we talked about it, a $30,000 lens is on the ground, so we don't want that. So I'm gonna leave that one latch closed, that way I know that there's gear from this case that's being used. In terms of the camera build itself, we said we're gonna start from the front to the back. So that's exactly what we did. Rods, follow focus, provided power to the follow focus through the D-tap, which is then powered from the battery. We attached, we put the lens on there with the matte box, and we have the eyebrow on there as well. All right. So in terms of camera build for a prime lens, it's pretty much set. Ben, would you mind bringing in the tripod sticks? Yeah, thank you. We have spreaders. So the next thing you would want to do, let's say this was our camera build. I haven't turned on the camera or anything like that, but you do want to check your spreaders. So make sure that they all extend out. Okay, so that's nice and fluid. Thank you, Ben. Nice and fluid. Let's do my third one. Okay, good. So everything has nice travel on there. They're all moving. And Ben, if you wouldn't mind popping those sticks on those spreaders. So next up, we want to actually balance the camera. There's no point in balancing the camera on this setup because it's not what we're going to use to actually shoot the film. But if I do show you guys an example, if I loosen the tilt, pretty front heavy, yeah? You could do some preliminary work and slide this back. So I would disengage this, which would then allow me to slide this back. I'm going to place it here about a 9. See where that's at. That's not too bad. Check that out. What do you guys think? Back heavy now?
A little bit.
A little bit back heavy. Okay, I'll slide it forward. I'll place that at a 8.
Nice one.
Thank you guys. That's pretty good. Look at that. Oh, it's a little back heavy. So just as a reference, right now at about a 7, it looks to have pretty good balance. Okay, good. So next steps, you would want to then put the tripod head on the sticks, just like this mount, this also has grooves. So you would want to line up that pin right there with one of those grooves, all right? So in terms of management of all this equipment, the second AC needs to know where all this stuff is. Why? Because the first AC is going to be the person building everything. So if you're going to be the first AC on a production, you're going to be the person in charge of building the camera out. If you're the second AC, you're in charge of all the equipment. So the AC might ask you for something. Can I have the cable for the follow focus? You got to know where it's at. If the AC is in the studio and they ask for a lens, can you fly in a 35 millimeter? Obviously, you come over and grab it, take it back. Yeah? Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna pop this off. There is a latch here. There's a couple latches, right? This latch with the red button goes to the tripod head itself. There's a black latch. Also has a safety on it. This is the safety button on this latch, and this black button is the safety button on this latch. So this is the quick release latch. So I will disengage that, and that then allows me to pop the camera off. So then I can rest the camera on the camera cart for a second. Another pro tip, if you are going to put the camera anywhere, as a first AC, you never want to walk away from camera. You always want to have your hand on it. Also a good idea to put the brow down so nothing inadvertently hits the lens. Yeah? All right, cool. Now let me lock this for you. Who has the first question? No, you guys are good? All right, cool.
What do you think is the most difficult part of being a first AC?
Having everything in focus.
What about
That's the
second
most
AC?
difficult. Second AC, keeping the camera report up to date. So there's a camera report that you have to fill out. I know, Alyssa, I handed you one a couple of weeks ago. You just have to take down a lot of notes. The challenging thing about that is that, as we know, in production, there's so much stuff happening so quickly, especially in the camera department, you forget to take down notes. So those notes include the f-stop, color temperature, the height of the lens in relation to the ground, circle takes. If the director likes to take, you got to circle it. So camera report, I'd say. So we're going to go over the camera report. But great questions, Ben. Thank you for filling in time while that was happening. All right, so we got it set up. Again, we're going to take that V and slide it into the quick release plate. So I'm going to line it up there. And there's a groove in the back and a pin. I've got to push it in, and then we're going to hear that click. There it is. We are in. All right, good. Definitely you want to have a tripod handle. Do we see that anywhere?
Should be in there.
Oh, it's in there. Cool. So it's up to you. You could choose to have the tripod handle on the right side of the camera or on the left.